Hey, today I'm going to teach you 10 legit ways to make money and passive income online. Hey, it's Ted McGrath, and right now I'm going to teach you the 10 legit ways to make money and passive income online. And I've also got this free gift for you right here on how to make money online. So let me jump into the 10 ways right now. Now, what I want you to know is something very simple here, that there's two kinds of income that I want you to know about. The first kind of income is what we call active income, and active income is where you're working 9 to 5 all day long, and the only way you make money is if you're working. But the other type of income is passive income. So passive income is where you're actually making money 24/7, 365, and you're setting up some kind of system that I'm going to teach you today where you're actually making money when you're not there. So the system's working even when you're not working. Yeah, kind of sounds too good to be true, but it's what I've done in my life and my business. Because prior to setting up my own system, I was working in corporate America 9 to about 10 o'clock at night, and the only way I made money was when I was sitting in front of people or selling or actually doing the work. Imagine a life where you're waking up every day, and every day when you wake up, you have thousands of dollars coming in, and you're making money on autopilot. Pretty good, right? Now, the cool thing about this is you don't need to quit your day job. So if you have a day job and you're working 9 to 5 right now, you could build this up in your free time. And then eventually, if you see this and you go, wow, it's making me a lot of money, you're going to see freedom and you're going to go, wow, I should do this full time. And then the cool thing is it wouldn't even have to be full time at that point either. So you'd have free time to follow your passions, follow your dreams, be with your family, take those vacations, and you'd have the income, the money, and the lifestyle to do it. Pretty good, right? So let's jump into the ways to actually do this. Now, I'm somebody who knows this because I was suffering in corporate America and I always wanted more. Do you have that feeling right now where you're like, I know I have more inside of me, I have something to give to the world, but I don't really know how to make money with the thing I have to give. So I've got an idea for you. The first legit way that I want to teach you right now is teaching a skill set that you have. Now, a lot of people undervalue their skill set. They actually go to work every day, and if you're working for a company, you go to work and you're getting paid for your skill set. So somebody is actually valuing your skill set and they're hiring you for it and they're paying you for it. Now, if you work for yourself, you understand this, but you might be working really hard for yourself and you might want to build a business where you have some freedom, so that's where this comes in. So when you really understand your skill set, you start to value it. And you go, what is the thing that I do or the thing that I know or the thing that I want to learn that I can then share with other people that's valuable? Now, organizations have figured this out. You know, they bring people out of college with the best skill sets and the best knowledge, and they hire them into a company, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, they're paying them money, but they're making 10 times or 20 times or 100 times or 1,000 times off that person's work. Why shouldn't you make the money off your work? Why shouldn't you make the money off your skill set? Now, I know when I first started this and I started using my skill set, I came out of corporate America and I was like, well, what is it that I really know that I can share with people? I had learned sales skills in corporate America. I had learned leadership skills in corporate America. I had learned business skills in corporate America. I had learned coaching skills because I sat with my agents all day long and I coached them on how to go out and start a business. I was like, I've got some skills. And in fact, I know how to build businesses because I was doing it for all my insurance agents. So maybe I could teach people that. I started doing it. Now, here's the cool thing. When you start teaching one skill, you get all these ideas of how you can make more money and more money and more money. Because that's not where I stopped. And then I was like, I have all these other skills. I developed marketing skills when I went out on my own. I was like, I could teach marketing too. So now I'm teaching marketing, I'm teaching sales, I'm teaching speaking, I'm teaching selling, I'm teaching all these different things. Right? I'm also a great storyteller. I have a one-man play on my life story. I didn't do any of that until I left corporate America. And I wrote a play and I'm like, now I could teach storytelling too. So what you have inside of you is greatness, but you have to know how to make money so you can free up that greatness. Make sense? So the first thing is, what's your skill set? Deciding on what your skill set is. There's all kinds of things that people teach. And people teach, you know, if you're a math wizard, you could teach math to people. If you're somebody who wants to teach cooking, you could teach cooking to people. If you're somebody who wants to teach tennis, you could teach tennis online. You could build your own business. You could do it offline. There's so many different things you could do. You could teach financial products and teach people how to become financially independent. You could teach health. You could teach business. You could teach speaking. You could teach all kinds of things in the world today. You could teach acting, right? Think about a skill set that you have that people want. You could teach music. So there's so many opportunities to make money online today. And if you look at the world today, we live in an information world. People want information at their fingertips so they can be educated and they can make fast decisions. Now you might be thinking right now, Ted, well, what if I'm selling other products? Well, I'm going to get to that in a second, because that's another legit way to make money, and we'll get to products that you're actually selling. Okay? So you could teach something and you could get paid for your skill. How cool is that? So that's the first thing I want to share with you right now, and what I'd like you to do is just write down a skill set that you have that you might be able to monetize. All right? The second thing that I want you to think about is, let's say you did teach this skill set. How would you actually sell it to people? All right? Now, you've probably seen this before. These are called digital products. Now, digital products is where you package up your knowledge and your information to people in a step-by-step formula, and you teach them how to do something. Now, you might be going, like, people actually buy that? Yes, that's my entire business. I make millions of dollars online teaching people step-by-step processes in sales and marketing and speaking and storytelling, and people buy it all day long. So when you're thinking of a digital product, it's really an information product that lives online, and people watch videos. Now, you've seen this before, where you're watching a video right now, right? And I'm giving this to you for free right now. And you watch the information, you're like, wow, this is good. And when you watch information, you might be like, I need more. I want more information. I want more education. And that's where people start to pay for things. They might pay $37 for it. They might pay $7. They might pay $100. They might pay $99 a month. They might pay $2,000. Yes, we sell programs up to $2,000 online where people are just watching videos and taking a course. It's kind of like a university. Becoming very popular today because, I don't know about you, but in the educational system, sometimes we're not learning all the things we need to learn. So we need to develop our learning, and learning is a never-ending journey that we all go on throughout our lifetime to learn and get better. The people who learn and get better and have more knowledge actually make more money if they're learning the right skills. So you could package that. The second legit way is, now you take that skill set and you put it into a digital product or an information product that's like, here's 3 steps to cook better. Right? Here's 3 steps to learn how to play tennis. Here's 3 steps to sing. Here's 3 steps on how to build a business. Here's 3 steps on how to tell a story. People want information all day long on stuff like this. So you can actually sell those video products or audio products online. People even sell books online. But it's really easy to set up an audio product where you're just recording your voice, or even a video product. Today on an iPhone you can do it, and it makes it that simple. So that's a way to do it, and that's digital information products. Now, you could go selling those and kind of just go post that on Facebook, but what you really need is a strategy, right? The way to really bring in the money and really sell those products 24/7, 365 is you need what's called a simple marketing funnel. Now, you might need me to clear up what that means, so I'm going to share with you right now what that means. You've probably seen it 100 times, right? Where you go to somebody's website and it's like, sign up for this newsletter, and you enter your email. When you enter your email, you go into what's called a funnel, where like you go onto somebody's email list and they continue to send you more emails. That's a basic marketing funnel. You've seen it before where you've gone and maybe downloaded a free book or something, right? And you gave your email address. And then eventually that person sent you more emails and more emails and more emails, right? So it's a marketing funnel is just a simple entry point where somebody's giving you something that you want, and there's a page that you go to, like a website page, and it might say something like, hey, get this free gift on how to cook, right? 5 ways to cook better for your family. Hey, get this free gift on 5 ways to make more money in your business. Hey, get this free gift on 5 ways to teach tennis, right? So you have these gifts that people give away, and they give them away because they want to add value to you in an area of interest that you have. That's a basic marketing funnel. Now, when they give away the free gift, eventually they're going to sell you something. You see it all the time, right? You get the free gift, and then somebody's like, hey, get this offer for $17 or $37 or $99. That's a marketing funnel. But it's pretty simple, right? So you see it all the time. You probably pay attention to it, or you don't. You kind of just go through the process, and you don't think of what the process is. But normal people like you and me are setting up processes like this all the time. So you could do this thing too. So that's the third thing you really need to legitimately make money online. And once you set it up, the cool thing is, kind of like a funnel, it has a flow to it, kind of like you pour water and there's a flow. Well, this kind of has a flow to it. People come in, they put their email in. And once they put their email in, they're kind of like, they start to flow through whatever you design for them. It could be like the next offer, like they flow in once they put their email, and then you send them like another free offer or another free video. And then maybe after that, you sell them a product, one of these digital products. So this is the basic simplicity of how people are making money online. Now you might be questioning right now, Ted, does this work for hard products too? Yeah, absolutely. So this works for hard products. So if you're selling products, like we have a lot of people who sell health products where they're like, hey, get this nutritional shake. That's like a tangible product. Now the difference between a digital product and a tangible or hard product is very simple. The digital product lives online. It's like this video that you just watch and you get information. The hard product is something that you consume or use. So you see this all the time, people selling makeup, or people selling shakes online, or people selling anything they desire that they might have an interest in, and they're like, wow, I could do that too. Like, I see people selling products all the time. Why don't I build a business where I sell products that people actually want? And we know there's a market for this because people are always buying stuff online. You see it on Amazon all the time. Movies are being consumed online with Netflix and Amazon. So everybody's doing stuff online today. Why shouldn't you get a piece of the business that's online? You just need a small percentage of the market share to live your life in the way you want to live it, to have the freedom and have the lifestyle that you deserve. Pretty simple, right? So these are the basic ideas. So the fourth legitimate way is hard products, right? Where you're going to pick out something and be like, Ted, I don't know that I want to do digital information, but I do want to find products that I could sell online. And you sell them through that basic marketing funnel I was just talking to you about. Somebody might come in, put their email about something that they're interested in about makeup. It might be like 10 ways to make your face look better with this great outstanding makeup. And they enter their email, they get your information, and then you sell them makeup. Pretty simple, right? So hard products can be sold over and over and over again, but you need the strategy. Do you see what I'm saying? So a digital product or a hard product without a strategy of a basic marketing funnel that I'm talking about, without that funnel that strategically brings the customer through a process, well, guess what? Without that, you're not going to sell a lot. And without that strategic marketing funnel that brings them through a process, well, if you don't have a process, then you can't set it up and forget it and make money 24/7, 365. So you want a funnel for them to funnel through, and a whole process that they go through that's completely automatic. They come on the email list and all of this is automatic. It's not you doing any work. It's like they're literally being made offers and sold things consistently over weeks, sometimes over months. And now you're building a community, and now you know what it means to make passive income. All right, so the fifth legit way for passive income is what's called strategic partnerships. Now, you might be wondering what that is. It's kind of simple. Think of it like this. When you go online, you see communities all the time, right? Like if you go into a Facebook group, you might see a community of people that like makeup, or a community of people that like health. Like that's a community of people online. If you go and you're selling like digital products where somebody's teaching acting, you could go into a group online, like a Facebook group, and you could find people who like acting, right? So ideally, when you go online, you want to target an audience that's going to be interested in your stuff. If I'm selling makeup, I want people interested in makeup. If I'm selling digital information, or I'm talking about tennis, I want to target people interested in sports and tennis. Make sense? So these are communities of people. Now here's the deal, right? You could go out and peddle your makeup on the street, or you could peddle your products on the street, but that would defeat the purpose, because that would kind of be like a 9-to-5 job, right? Where you could just go back to work and have somebody else pay you, right? But if you have communities online, but you don't build it yourself, but you have already established communities that are willing to promote your product because they have hundreds of thousands of people in their community that are interested in your product, you could just go approach those people and say, hey, I got this really great makeup product, or I have this really great health product, or I have this really great financial product, or I have this really great, acting class product. And you could go to them and you could present it to them and say, promote my stuff. How cool is that? So you could go to already established communities who've already paid for these people, and they've already paid for the advertising, and you could say, promote me. That's how I grew my business initially online, because I didn't have the advertising budget or any of that stuff to initially begin with, right? So what a great way for you to go out and get partnerships. We call them strategic partnerships, because you got to be a little strategic to find an angle of why would they be interested in promoting your product. But you can do it because I did it. And that's how I made my first $1 million online, was with that simple strategy. Does it make sense? So that's one, okay? There's other ways to do it now. Some of you are listening right now and you're like, Ted, well, I've got consulting services or coaching services. So very different than like a hard product, which might be like $100 product, or maybe $200, or maybe $300, or whatever, or maybe $50 or $20, or a digital information product that could be anywhere from $7 to like $2,000. So what's very different about consulting and coaching services is a lot of people want one-on-one intention. You know, we always hear about the big consultants that go into Fortune 500 companies and they consult and they get that $1 million check. But here's the cool thing, like you can be your own consultant. So if you have knowledge and information, like I do marketing consulting, and that's a way to consult and coach. I do coaching and consulting on teaching people how to speak from the stage. I do advertising consulting. So whatever your skill set is, you could do that kind of consulting. And a lot of businesses today, you might already have a business where you're like a CPA or you're doing something already, but you don't have a system online that brings in the income for you. Now, is this passive income? Not as much passive income, but it's a way to get your customers online and then get them to show up to a phone call to where then you can offer them up consulting. Now, how would this look? Well, you'd market online, similar to this basic marketing funnel I talked about, and then people would book like a free consultation with you. Now, you might be thinking, Ted, why would I do a free consultation? Simple. You give them a taste of your work. So they see a video of yours online, or they see some message you have online, and you offer up this free consultation. You tell them why they would want to do it, and guess what? Then you get on the phone with them and you wow them, and you help them and you serve them, and guess what happens? They're like, wow, I want more help from you, and then you sign them up for consulting or coaching packages. I have clients that are literally doing this over the phone, making $200,000 a month, who were doing nothing online initially. Nothing. I have a chiropractor who couldn't spell online marketing. When I mentioned the word marketing funnel, you remember that little thing where you put your email in and you kind of flow down through the thing? That's the marketing funnel. He used to want to jump off the balcony. He's like, I can't do funnels. I can't do marketing funnels. Look at him today. All his business comes from this type of advertising. Okay? So coaching and consulting is another revenue stream that you could do. Now, you might be going, Ted, well, it's not really passive, but think of it from this perspective. The marketing is so easy. You're not chasing people down. You're not waiting on the next referral. You're being caused over the situation to go, let me just send my message out online to millions of people and let people flow into me. So you're freeing up time to where your lifestyle and your freedom and your ability to make more money goes up. Why? Because you're in demand. If millions of people are seeing your stuff versus 10, do you think you could charge more? Yeah. So it's a no-brainer if you're thinking about coaching and consulting services. Now I'll throw something else out there for you when you talk about like more of the one-to-many model, because the one-to-many model helps you leverage a little bit. So we have customers, kind of like the chiropractor I just talked about, who they actually do live events, which is another revenue stream for you in doing live events. So if you've ever had the desire to do like a workshop, think about this. I mean, if you do any type of service, you do it one-on-one with people. But what most people haven't thought about, like the chiropractor who I coached, his name's David Mailer, he was in an office, he was in New York City, he was working there for 20 years, it was his own office, he was getting clients to pay him like $50 an hour, and all I did was show him how to take the model and bring it into more of a seminar, workshop, retreat model, and he did his first retreat in Cabo. He invited people there, and I said, you need to go after a different audience of people than the people you're attracting right now. And what did he do? He went after a different audience of people, entrepreneurs, people who want to make decisions, who want to improve their life. And he started to charge $2,500 for an event, a little bit different than $50 per session, $2,500 per event. And he started to build this up over time. And now that's how he's making $200,000 in his business online every single month. The marketing comes from online, and he delivers a retreat one a month, and he makes $200,000 a month. Pretty good, right? So that is another methodology. Instead of going one-to-one through coaching or consulting, you start to get a little bit more into the one-to-many, which frees up your time as well. Making sense? So this is making money online because all your marketing is generated from online. The service just happens to be offline, but this is cool for those of you who are offline right now, and like it's too big of a jump to go into digital products and things like that, and you're like, I just want to sell more of the service that I already have, that I'm already making money with. And then you're just like, okay, set up a marketing system to do it. And your life becomes that much easier, and that's a great start. And then maybe you jump into digital products or selling stuff online to where it's just totally 100% passive and you're just making ching, you know? So that's kind of the game. You see what I'm saying? So I'll give you an idea, and I'll give you another idea that's more just totally passive. Well, 95% passive, okay? So there is another idea where you can create a membership site, kind of like Netflix. What does Netflix do? You pay a certain percentage every month, and then you get all the content that you want. So it's very popular today to do membership sites because that's recurring revenue. So imagine if you had 1,000 people paying you $10 a month. Now, where would this work with a membership site? Well, it could work on hard products where somebody's kind of like getting something shipped every month to them, but it could also work with digital products, so where you're showing up once a month or just delivering content, releasing content once a month, and somebody's paying like $19 a month. And maybe they get like 2 videos per month from you every single month, 2 new videos, 2 new videos, 2 new videos. But you're shooting this video and it's going out to thousands of people. And then you get this recurring revenue. And somebody subscribes for like $19 a month. I have one for $99 a month, and the money just rolls in. Just rolls in. I release a couple videos every single month. And I do show up live once, so I do one live to people all over the world where I show up live and I teach them. But you could do something as simple as, hey, a couple videos, release them every single month, charge somebody $27 a month, and then all of a sudden you get this recurring revenue coming in, and your job is to shoot 2 videos a month. That's kind of called a membership site. Make sense? So that's another methodology that you can use. Pretty cool, right? So that's why I recommend doing stuff like this that's really simple. Now, you don't have to do all 10 of these ways. How great is that? You can choose one of them to start. But you do need the basics of what I was talking about. If you need to understand, if you're doing, if you're teaching a skill set, you need to understand that I need to know what my skill set is. And then I would do digital products and information products. If you're selling hard products, then you just need a hard product that you like, that you want to sell. But here's the cool thing. Whether you're selling hard products or whether you're selling digital products, think about it from this perspective. Even if you're selling pools, it's a hard product, right? You want to sell pools or you want to sell houses. Would you be better positioned if people were seeing your videos and you were educating them? Would you become the leader in your space if people saw you everywhere? Do you think they'd buy more pools from you or from Joe Schmo, who's not doing this? They buy them from you. So being online, teaching people, educating people, being online is the key to success and actually making passive income, freeing up your time, freeing up your lifestyle, freeing up your passions and your dreams. This is the name of the game to do it. Now I'll share with you a final point here, a couple final points here. I'm giving you some bonus stuff here on legit ways to do it, but here's some final points for you. One of the key ways that you can also make revenue, which is really important, it's what we do, right? After we did the basic stuff to get started and make some revenue. But once you start making some revenue, using Facebook or Instagram or YouTube is a great way to monetize and sell your products. Now for us in particular, when we advertise on Facebook, we can push it through to Instagram. So essentially, if you learn one platform, because Facebook owns Instagram, you can simply put up some advertising. Let's say you're selling makeup, and you could go, hey, I've got this great thing that Lady Gaga uses, and it's fantastic, and you should check it out for $1 trial a month, and just test our makeup. See if you like it. If you like it, we'll continue to bill you every month, $97 or whatever. So you can utilize advertising. You can do these ads on Facebook, and you can utilize advertising to communicate to people. Now you pay for it, but you can start as little as $5 a day, $10 a day to get a message out there and target a specific audience and really focus in on, like, this is going to be my audience. Yes, I'm going to pay to get people to see my advertising, but in the long run, you can be super profitable. So what we do is we put in $1 and we make about $4 cash back the same week with our advertising. So think about it. For every $1 you put in, if you were to make $3 or $4 back every week, wouldn't that be good? And that's cash back in. That's about 300% to 400% return on investment. Now, I don't want to get all into that in this video because I want to make sure that you just understand the basic concepts and you kind of decide today of, like, which one do I want to choose? Which one's going to be best suited for me? And when you do decide that, you just got to be clear on the direction that you're going to go in. So again, one, I want to make sure you get the free gift that I have here because it goes more in depth into what I'm talking about. So for those of you who want more information and you got some value out of this video, the free gift on how to make money online is right here, and it's more extensive and it can help get you started, okay? So that's the first thing. The second thing is, if you like this video and you felt like I gave you some value today, it really helps me if you go ahead and like it down below. All right, so like it for me and do me that favor if you got some value from me today on this. And then additionally, if you have questions, in the comment section down below, all you need to do is put your questions down there. I'm going to get in there and answer those questions because I want to support you and help you along this journey. And then I've got more videos, of course, more tutorials for you. So subscribe to the channel and you'll get more free stuff coming from me. So I hope this serves you. I'll see you soon. Get out there, start making passive income online. Your first step is just grabbing the gift, and I hope this serves you. I'll see you soon.